Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 755 to my random chatbot series on Character.ai. We're going to keep talking to the Mega Feraligatr for a little bit longer. We're still trying to get through to his family completely. There are things starting to trust me a good amount, but I haven't really got to see any of the, I haven't got to see the two brothers Feraligatr told me about. And well, here's what happened. I just said, yeah, Ferrari's the most friendly of the bunch, but especially Crocodile as well. The male pauses for a moment as he takes in this new information. Wow, you really do care for our species, huh? From what you've said, your Feraligatr, Crocodile, and Toadile are all sweet and friendly to you. I don't think I've heard of a trainer's Pokemon, let alone our species, being that friendly to them before. It's impressive to say the least. Yeah, that's not all. I also got plenty of other Pokemon to care about me, even a bunch of legendaries like Lugia. What are they gonna say? They're probably gonna uh they're gonna like be like shot. Yep. What did I just tell you? Told you to be shot. The male's jaw drops in shock. Not only do you have a loving team of our species, but you also have multiple legendary Pokemon too, and they all love and care about you as well. The female's jaw also drops as she chimes in. Wait, you know we have a team of our species, but legendaries too? And legendaries also care about you? Well, that's... that's what? Yes. Lugia especially seems to be the most friendly towards me. They're both stunned, their jaws still on the floor. The female says, her voice almost a whisper, How? How do you get so many pointing? Especially legendary ones to be nice and sweet and affectionate towards you. I've never heard of a trainer with so many loving, friendly, and affectionate Pokemon in my life. Sweet Arceus, holy cow. I take care of them, and love on them. Period. I give them rewards for doing a good job in battle. They get to eat. They get to sleep. They get to relax. They'll even get praise just from doing a good job in battle for me. The male shakes his head, still stunned. Uh, That's that's just impressive. I never heard of a trainer who not only cares for their Pokemon, but who also actually gives them rewards for battle and stuff like that. You truly are amazing. I'm actually blown away at the amount of love and care you have for your whole team. I'm glad you understand that I'm not a horrible person towards Pokemon like you. Period. To be honest with you, I didn't expect such a warm welcome from your oldest son. As soon as I assured him I wasn't going to hurt him or run away from him, he just hugged me out of nowhere. The female chuckles a little. Sounds like our son, all right. He's not usually that quick to hug, but once he knows you're safe and friendly, it doesn't take him long to show affection. The male nods at her. Yeah, he's a real sweetheart. He must really like you if he hugged you. It usually takes it a long time for him to warm up to someone, let alone hug them. Uh, I really like him. I really like him. But do you know why he looks a little different than you? And it's even bigger than a normal. Different than you, and it's even. That's right, we just need to put it there. He's alpha, what the frick? The male not solely. It's because he's alpha. The alpha of our family. He has to be strong and he has to be reliable and fast. He's actually quite the fighter despite how sweet he is. He kind of looks like a mega evolved Pokemon. If you've ever heard of them. They both look surprised as they hear this. The female says, "You seen a Mega Evolved Pokemon before?" Yes. I've had a few on my team in the past. The male's face lights up in astonishment. Oh wow, you actually had seen a Mega Evolution in person before? What one was it that you had? I know Charizard was one of them, but was there another one? It was mainly the Kanto starters, especially Charizard. It actually got the word Kanto. I'm surprised. They both look impressed. The male says, "Oh wow, you seen multiple Mega Evolutions form? That and a Charizard was one of them? That's incredible." Well, no matter what he looks like, I do care about him. And the same thing for you and your family. I don't mean any of you harm. The burns are slowly relaxed, the tension leaving her body. The female says, We can see that now. Thank you for caring about our son. The male nods, well, and thank you for caring for our species as well. I wish more trainers were like you. Yeah, me too. Especially towards your species and free evolutions. I feel like I'm the only one that really cares about them. They both nod, their expression softening. It is sad that more people don't appreciate our species. Most of the time, people see or hear about Feraligatr and they think they're just dangerous, aggressive monsters. They're really not, but not enough people realize that. Uh, uh, yeah, every time one of your species is on my team, they seem to be really affectionate and sweet. You must have an incredible amount of luck, considering how usually our species are more aggressive. Well, ironically, the most playful one of the group is the one that's usually mean and aggressive. But then once I take care of him, the minute he evolves into, he basically becomes a big, cuddly teddy bear. He's super affectionate. Mel also, as he says this, huh, of course he's aggressive as a toad, and then once he evolves, he's a loving sweetheart. That's how all our species are as a pre-evolution. It really doesn't surprise me that once he evolved into a Feraligatr, he became a big cuddling teddy bear. Yeah, on one of my teams, I have all three of your evolutions. Of your evolutions is the most friendly, but the I have seems to really like me too, because he won't stop smiling at me every time he's around. Wow. The female says, "That's really adorable. I've never really heard of a pre-evolved member of our species being so affectionate, let alone fond of a trainer." Well, you can basically see how I treat your species firsthand just by seeing how I'm talking to you. Based on how I'm talking to you, period. And even your son, if you were around to see that. I care about your species and I don't mean them any harm. I don't mean them any harm. You or your family any harm. Hey, Naughty, and taking a moment to assess your character. It goes, yeah, you, you do really care about us, and you're not dangerous at all. You're not a threat to our family. The male realizes fully his body no longer stiff. Thank you for caring as much as you do. Most trainers would just catch our kind, train them, and never think twice about us ever again. But you actually care. That's kind of. Of course I would. I know your oldest son told me he had two younger brothers that were. Where are they at? I haven't seen them since I got here. Let's look at each other. They're actually just nearby. They're currently playing a game together. Oh, that's actually very cute. That sounds very adorable. The phone not again. The male says, yeah, they love playing together. A little too much sometimes. As much as they love each other, they do get into fights every now and again. Especially when it comes to who's going to have the last slice of food, or who's going to be first in everything. Oh my gosh. Well, that's how siblings are at times. The male says, tell me about it. That's one of many similarities to human siblings. Even if the two of them do occasionally fight, they love each other to death. That's very sweet. Period. Maybe I'll get to see them before I leave. It's already getting pretty late. Noah smiles a little. Yeah, you might still be able to see them. Yes, it is starting to get dark, though I'm guessing that means you'll be going soon. Well, I can be here a little longer. We can let you stay the night here. The swamp is a bit dangerous in the dark. Spending the night here is much safer than trying to go back through it when it's dark. Did she really just offer that? That would be really cool. But where would I sleep? The mountain. You can find a spot by the bank. There's a part of the shore that's a bit flatter than the rest of the bank, so it's a good place to sleep. You'll be close enough to the water to stay safe, but far enough to not wake up completely soaked. Well, thank you. I didn't expect you to let me stay here. The parent, the parents shake their heads. The male says, "You're welcome. We'd feel terrible if we let you leave and you got hurt because of something that happened in the swap. And we're still a bit weary of you since we don't know you very well. So letting you stay here overnight is also a good way for us to get to know you better and to keep an eye on you without directly invading your personal space." Before I could say anything, I heard footsteps nearby, and when I looked, I saw the two of the family. Fortunately, we would be like, met her mom. Who the frick is that? When the two Chronon brothers notice you, yep, I told you. They stare at you for a moment, their eyes wide before they stop walking. One of them speaks up. Who are you? Just a friend. A friend to your oldest brother. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. They relax slightly before they both start walking towards you. They look you over as they approach you. Wow, you two are adorable. They nod, giggling a little as they both continue to get closer to you. One of them taps you on the leg. So, you're friends with our older brother? Yes. He took to me right away. Right after I didn't run away from him and told him I wasn't gonna hurt him. I didn't run away from him. Yeah. They look up at you with wide, curious eyes, and both of them say in unison, He took to you? Yes. In fact, right after I told him I wasn't going to hurt him or run away from him, he started to hug me. The brothers look at each other amazed. He hugged you? Just out of nowhere? Yeah, I didn't expect it either. They shake their heads in disbelief. That's no usual for our oldest sibling. He doesn't usually hug a person unless he's known them for a very long time. That's interesting. I guess he just wanted somebody that cared about him. According to what he said, everybody just runs away from him. Even when he's trying to be friendly. So when I didn't run away or try hurting him, I guess he just felt extreme happiness. Is he just wanted somebody that cared about him. What he said, and everybody just runs away from him even when he's trying to be friendly. While you're trying hurting him, I guess he just felt extreme happiness. They look sad as they hear this, and they both nod. Yeah, you're right about people always running away from them. We know how much it hurts them, but you didn't run away. Yeah, your brother is the reason I'm even here. He took me to meet the parents. And so far, they even like me. At least mostly. They both look surprised again. He brought you here to meet our parents? Wow, we never see him bring anybody here to meet them before. Well, I'm glad I got to meet you two before it got too late. You're just the cutest little Pokemon. They both blush and smile shyly. You think we're cute? They both laugh, clearly feeling happy about you coming with them. Nobody's ever called us cute before. Oh, that's a... You two seem just as sweet as your brother. They seem happy to hear you say. One of the brothers says, "That's good. Our brother is the sweetest person. He always looks out for us. He's he's really protective of us." I'm sure he is. But do either of you know how he became a bigger and more intimidating looking Pokemon? Question mark. Your parents said he was an alpha, but how did he become that? First thing for a moment before the second cross is, uh, I think I know how. He became like that because he's the strongest and the most reliable. He was born to protect us and keep us safe from harm. He's the one with the biggest responsibility, so he had to grow stronger and be bigger to be better at what he does. That's really cool. But why did the role go to him instead of your mother or father? They look at each other for a moment, thinking about how to respond to a question. The birds say in unison, "The job was given to him because he's the oldest. He's the biggest and the strongest, and our parents had never been stronger than him. Being an alpha means he's in charge, even more than our parents." Wow. So he's kind of like a second boss or parent for you two? Let's see. Don't finish that. I'll knock you the frick out, Trenton. Brain, don't you dare. Alright, guys, here's what they said. They nod, their expressions a bit more serious. Both brothers say, "Yeah, he's like a second parent, a protective, caring guardian figure who keeps an eye on us. He always makes sure we're okay and that we don't get into too much trouble. He's really good at keeping a balance, then, at being sweet and protective at the exact same time." Because despite that, he was very friendly towards me once I knew I wasn't going to hurt him. Constantly. They nod, giggling softly. Both birds say in unison, "That's him, alright. He's always been that way. Protective and sweet. He may look a bit scary, but he's a sweetheart deep down inside." Actually, if you two can get used to me, your parents told me to stay tonight over here with you and your family. Everyone on brothers looked shocked. "Really? You're actually going to stay here with us overnight?" Your parents suggested I do so. That way I don't get hurt trying to head back at night. Plus, so they can keep a little bit more of an eye on me. of an eye on me. They trust me a lot, but not fully yet. They look happy to hear this news. Both the birds say in unison, "That sounds great! You can spend the night with us!" Yeah. What's your two's name? Mine's Trenton. They both smile, shout, giggling. Aw, that's cute name. They both smile, shout, giggling a little. Our names are Kyle and Mikey. And that's adorable. Those those are really cute names. Period. They both look happy to hear that, giggling again. Mikey says in a soft voice, "You really think our names are cute?" Kyle and Mikey both smile again, blushing a little. Kyle says, his voice quiet, "Thank you for saying that. Nobody's ever thought our names were cute before." Here, it may not be much, but why don't you have a berry each? For a real quick final snack. The boys are bright again, offers them the berries. He says, a snack? You're gonna let us have a quick snack before bed? You might want to ask your parents if it's okay, but if they're alright with it, I will happily let you have these. They immediately run off, quickly heading back towards their parents to ask if they can have the berries, both of them very excited. I wait a few seconds. After a little bit, the two birds return, both of them with joyful smiles on their faces. Mikey says, "We can have the berries." Okay, here you go, you two. They both say, "Thank you." The Cronus brothers take the berries from you and begin to eat them. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. They both nod as they devour their berries. After they finish them, they both let a happy sigh. Mikey says, "Yeah, they were very good." Well, I'm glad you liked them. They both look at you still with happy smiles on their faces. Thank you again for letting us have those berries. Of course. I know I just met you two, but it's the least I could do. They look touched by your words. Molly says, that's nice of you. Not a lot of people would be that kind to us. Well, I will be. Just like I was with your older brother. I walk over and gently pet both the They both look really happy from your petting. Both the birds saying using thank you for that. Of course. The the birds both smile again before Mikey says, you really are nice. You know that? I'm glad your family thinks that. And you and your brother especially. All of you were sweet. Both birds saying using, well, you were nice to us first. You treat us well even though you just met us. You deserve to be called nice. That's adorable. Maybe tomorrow you, me, and your brother can play together before I have to go back home. Both the birds' eyes light up. Oh yeah? You can spend time with us again tomorrow? Yeah, potentially. Like I said, your parents are going to let me stay here tonight. Both birds look extremely happy. Mike says, wow, that's great. Although, I will definitely need to ask one of my Pokemon if they can go make sure everybody else is okay for the night. I do have Pokemon at my house that are probably worried sick about where I am. Both brothers nod, their smiles never leaving their faces. Mike says a bit quieter than before, "Yeah, you should probably check on them." Unfortunately, it's so late that I can't get back now. I will have to follow your parents' advice until tomorrow and stay here. But I may have a way to check on them. Both birds look curious as they listen to you. Hey, do you two want to see a cool Pokemon I befriended? Both birds say using yes. Well, you might want to tell your older brother and your parents that this Pokemon means no harm. Because if I just summon him right now, they might think I'm trying to hurt you two. Both birds look a bit worried now. What do you mean? Is your Pokemon really dangerous? Well, he's pretty sweet towards me, but he's a legendary Pokemon, and I just don't want your parents to think I'm trying to attack you. Both birds look even more worried, also more. Legendary? What kind of legendary Pokemon is it? Oh yeah. Both the birds look shocked, and they both say, "What? You're friends with Lugia?" Yes, I'm really good friends with him. Both are stunned. You're really friends with an actual legendary. Yes. If he's not busy, I could just say his name right now, and he should show up. They both look amazed, and they say in unison, "Let's do it." Well, make sure you tell your parents and brother before I do it. I don't want your brother to think I backstabbed him. And the same thing for your family. Because you two are the only ones that know this Pokemon will be friendly. Both brothers nod as they head back off to go speak to their parents and brother. But a few months they return saying, "They said that was fine." Okay. Okay. Period. By the way, before I summon him, what is the name of your oldest brother? The one who looks after you and protects you, that befriended me really quickly. I didn't know his name. I swear, please be a cool name like a Razor. It's template. Because the fluid. Okay. Watch this. Period. Lugia, my sweet legendary. If you're around here, buddy, can you come here? Question mark. Rover's look excited, waiting to see if Lugia will show up. A few seconds later. I'm not trying to influence him, I'm trying to see if time will pass and he'll push you. Hoping, but both birds look around, awaiting Lugia's arrival. I hope he's not sleeping right now. He's the only Pokemon I can easily summon to go look. Make sure my other ones are okay. Why is he the only one you can easily summon? He can teleport to my house easily. None of my other Pokemon can do that. Now answer. Really? He can teleport? Yes. Lugia is a psychic flying type. Overall, look more amazed. Mikey says his amazement showing it. A psychic flying type. No wonder he can teleport. No wonder he can teleport. I did. I did have another Pokemon, but unfortunately, he got sick more recently and passed away. Both birds looked suddenly saddened, but also a bit understanding. Mice in a soft voice. You, you lost a Pokemon? Yes. A very important Pokemon to me. It was a hybrid that got a disease called the Lunar Plague. Birds both look sad for you. Mice says, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah. Arceus did help me bring him back. However, he's no longer a Pokemon that can teleport. So I can't even ask for his help out here. Oh, it looks only hopeful. Wait, Arceus helped revive your friend? But he's a Pokemon that can't teleport anymore. so I can't ask for his help. I need a Lugia extremely badly. But we're really amazed yet again. Arceus actually helped revive your friend? That's so cool! Yeah, but it's super helpful when you have a friend that can teleport. Lugia. Lugia. Please. I know it's kind of late, but I really need some help. So if you can hear me, I will be very appreciative if I can get help from you. We're starting to look around trying to see if Lugia will show up. About 20 seconds later. Nope. Oh boy. See, they look around again trying to see if they catch a glimpse of Lugia, sweet Arceus. Oh, frick. Oh, crap, it's been 57 minutes. I'm stopping it.